All right, so we are on YouTube. Okay. And I got it. I'm going to admit everyone. Maybe if I can get my cursor to work. I don't know. It just always... never mind. Just talking to myself, guys. Just ignore me. Sorry? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can everyone please stay muted? Okay, we got a couple still coming in. Okay, looks like we're all here. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to County Court 9. Deputy Butler, can you please make your announcements?
Yes, ma'am. Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Welcome, everybody. County Court number 9. This is not a Zoom meeting. This is an official court proceeding. Please conduct yourself as if you were inside the courtroom at all times. If you're driving, please pull over for your safety and that of others. If your displayed name is not your correct given name, please select rename and change your name to your name, please. All attorneys and defendants that return from the breakout rooms, the judge will be notified with an audible signal that you have returned. Please keep your mics muted. She will recognize you. Then you may make your announcements if you need to make any. Thank you. This will help the court proceeding move along speedily.
Thank you, Deputy Butler. All right, everyone, please stay
Thank you,
muted.
Judge.
Everyone,
Jocelyn,
please
I'll
stay
give you a
muted.
call. Thanks.
Everyone, stay. All right, I'm going to mute everyone. Let me see. Mute all. Okay. Okay, at this time, good morning. Can everyone hear me? Just nod if you can, please. Did I mute myself? Okay, I'm going to just make a couple of announcements. Deputy Butler, can you hear me? Okay, maybe I did not want to do that.
I can hear you, Your Honor.
Oh, okay.
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
All right.
My
Thanks.
mic was muted.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to make a couple of announcements to the defense attorneys. When you submit your vouchers, please finish all the information. Primarily, I'm talking about the amount you want to be reimbursed, because that is part of your affidavit. I cannot fill that in for you. And if you submit it with that information, I will sign it immediately as soon as I see it. Also, on bond reductions, a lot of times attorneys will approach and ask for bond reductions. I will grant them orally, but I need to have an order granting what I just gave you, because I'm not going to remember. I will sign it as soon as I get it, assuming that you had already approached. So just trying to make things go more efficient for everybody. Aleda, there was one thing you wanted me to say. Can you say that announcement, please?
Your Honor, if counsel can, if counsel was appointed by the system, to go ahead and attach the order of appointment. If County Court 9 appointed them, the clerk should have that appointment in the court's file. Just, you can call them at 210-335-2008, and they will be happy to attach or send that copy to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, so obviously we're trying to make this fast and efficient, so we want to be positive about it so that we can get you paid as soon as possible. Okay. As you know, we're going to proceed in the order in which the attorneys have appeared, And so I'm going to start with Tim Roundtree.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. If I could have the name of the defendant and the cause number, sir.
Yes, Judge. And Judge, I have multiple cases. So
Okay.
my first case is Justin Franklin. The case
Okay.
number is 588043.
Okay. Is Mr. Franklin
Judge, that's
here?
a plea. He is.
Okay, thanks.
And that is a plea, and all the paperwork has been submitted.
Oh, wonderful. I'll mark it so we can get to it as soon as we can. All right. And the next?
But it's 630290 Santiago Espinosa.
Okay. Is Mr. Espinosa
And
here?
I believe he's here.
All right. I marked him present.
And I would like to confer on this case and my remaining cases as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
And you have
And
some other
the
ones?
next
then?
case,
Uh-huh.
I do, Judge. It's 663548,
Okay.
Kimberly Cabello.
Okay. All right. Next. Oh, let me see.
Michael
Is Ms. Cabello
Martinez.
here? Is
Yes,
Kimberly Cabello?
that's-
Thank you. Okay.
She is.
Okay. Michael Martinez. All right.
Yes, 626600. And there's a lot of people on the screen, but I'm sure he's here.
Michael Martinez, can you please say something so we can see you? Your video will light up if,
Oh,
okay.
I'm here.
Thank you. I got you, Mr. Martinez. I'm marking you present. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Roundtree, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1.
Okay. And Judge, I have one other case. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's okay. It's on a Robert Cagle,
Okay.
633298. And I'm sure he's here. Judge, this is a case that we're referring him to DWI court. And so we're just waiting on that referral.
Oh, okay. All right. Then I'm going to send you to breakout room number 1, Mr. Roundtree.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Philip Lambert.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
I'm
morning.
here on Benito Ibarra. I was going to mix up the two
Oh.
names. Case number 635832. I am unsure what page he's on. I'm so sorry.
Okay, that's all right. That's fine. And is he here, do you think?
He is. He is logged on under Beatrice.
Okay, great.
I
Thank
changed
you.
my name already, Judge.
Oh, all right,
Okay.
sir. I mark you present. Thank you.
Your
Okay.
Honor, I have spoken with the DA on this case. We are getting it resolved. There is a civil case that we are trying to figure out which one we're going to resolve. We have gotten our offer. We know what we want to do. We're just trying to figure out what's happening with that civil case. I think one more reset in this case is done.
Okay. So how about November 16? Will that work?
November 16th. That's
Yeah.
November 16th will, that will work, Your Honor.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Mr. Lambert. Then you and
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Ibarra are excused and you may log off at this time.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Your
Judge.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Michael Beliveau.
how do you stop this thing?
You have to log off. I can remove you, Mr. Ibarra. Okay, it looks like you did it. Okay. All right. You know what? What I'm going to do, I'm going to change gears. I am going to assign you to different breakout rooms, but I think Aleda, I figured out yesterday that she can do the actual movement. So I'm going to try that at this point. So the next attorney is Michael Beliveau.
Good morning, Judge. I
Morning.
represent Daniel Russell, 658-912.
658-912. All right. Is he here?
I believe he is.
Okay. Thank you. And
And
what
I
would
need
you like
to,
to do?
I would like to talk to a prosecutor about this. I did email them, but I got no response.
All right. So Aleda, will you send Mr. Beliveau to number 3, breakout room 3, please?
Thank you.
Yes, it's been done.
Thank you. All right. Renee Munoz.
Yes, Judge, present. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I have Alyssa Zamora, Your Honor, on page 2, 617252.
Okay,
Yes, Judge. And she is present today on Zoom, labeled under Alyssa. With regard to her case, Judge, we're requesting one more reset. She's going to do some classes up front in accordance with the plea bargain, and I'm sure we can get this case handled next time.
okay, so do you need 30 or 45 days, you think?
I would say 45, Judge, because the DWI education is 3 days consecutively, if we could.
Then November 18, okay?
Yes, Judge, I appreciate it. May my client I be excused?
Yes, sir. Have a great day. Y'all can log off at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Guillermo del Barrio,
Morning, Your Honor.
morning.
Guillermo del Barrio here on behalf of Mr. Francisco Ibarra Moreno. Your Honor, in this particular case, I believe we do have an offer. I know there's some possible minor details that need to be changed, but I think we're ready to accept. And just with the logistics between me and my client, we just need a couple of, maybe about 10 to 14 days so we can get any and all paperwork ready for the.
All right. And is Mr. Ibarra Moreno here?
He should be, Your Honor. I did speak with him prior to the court, so he should be.
Okay. All right, I'll mark him present. So I'm going to reset that for 30 days, but if you all have the paperwork done much earlier, just reach out to Aleda and she'll
Okay.
bring you in on that day. We can go ahead and proceed, okay?
Yes, Your
So
Honor.
that
And he-
will be, I'm
I see.
sorry, sir.
I'm
Okay,
sorry. I see.
November 17.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Del Barrio, and you and your client are excused and you can log off. Thank
You have
you.
a great day.
You too.
Bye.
Jeffrey Martinez, excuse me.
Good morning, Your Honor. I
Good morning.
represent a Clayton Marr. He's on the last page of your docket, and his case number is a 668612.
Okay. Is he present, sir?
He's an inmate, Your Honor.
Okay. I don't know that we brought him.
And we're not, he has a pending felony.
Oh,
We're just going to be asking to reset, Your Honor. There's nothing we can do at this time.
okay. All right. We're going to reset that to November 30. Okay.
Take care, Your Honor. Maybe excuse.
Thank you. Yes, sir. You have a great day. Take care.
You have a great morning. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Cole Nettles.
Hi, how are you doing this morning, Judge?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I've just got 3 clients this morning, Your Honor. The first one's going to be Heriberto Thomas, cause number 650120.
Okay.
Mr. Thomas is on Zoom right now, and we have completed all the paperwork. We intend to enter a plea this morning on that case.
Okay, great. I'll make a notation. All
Right,
right.
and-
Thank you.
And then the next one is Joshua Gutierrez, cause number 633836. And
Okay.
Mr. Gutierrez is also on Zoom right now. I would just need to confer with the state on this case.
All right. And then
And
you
then-
have a last one?
Yes, one more, Your Honor. Jose Medina, cause number 661637. And on that one, I would also need to confer with the state, and he is also present on Zoom.
Okay, great. Do you want me to excuse your 3 clients while you confer?
If we could excuse Joshua Gutierrez and Jose Medina, but keep Mr. Thomas since he'll be entering that plea.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, so Mr. Gutierrez and Mr. Medina, you all are excused and you can log off at this time so you can go about your business of daily life. You all have a great day. Take care. Thank you.
Thank you.
Uh-oh, Michael Martinez did not.
Your Honor.
Yes.
This is Brett. Could you make me a co-host, please?
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
Thank
Brad.
you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Michael Martinez, I got a chat from him. Was I supposed to, Aleda, were we supposed to send Michael Martinez someplace?
No, Your Honor, it's just to the council. He's
Okay.
conferring, Mr. Roundtree.
Okay, so he was, well, you probably saw the chat, right? Okay. All right, James Hunt.
Good morning, Your Honor. I've got Carlos Moreno on page 7,
All right.
62947.
Okay,
He's got an unindicted felony case,
okay.
so I would ask for a reset.
All right, is Mr. Moreno here?
I believe he's in the courtroom.
Okay, Deputy Butler, do you have a Carlos Moreno there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I mark him present. All right, so you're the attorney on the felony also, Mr. Hunt?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna reset that to November 30, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, and so you and Mr. Moreno are excused.
Could we tell Mr. Moreno to go to County Court 14 now?
Yes, Deputy Butler, will you please convey that?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Hunt, you can log off. Have a great day. Thank you.
Yep.
Matthew Brown?
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
I previously conferred on, I'm sorry, it's Jesus Estrada, 656-551,
Okay,
and it's on page 6, I believe, of your docket.
okay,
I've previously conferred with the state and received an offer, and my client wants to take that offer, and we need to get on your plea docket.
okay. Did you want to do that today?
I have another court this afternoon, so I don't know. It's up to the court's timing.
Yeah, I can reset you for 30 days, and then you can, if you're ready tomorrow, just tell Aleda and she will bring you in tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
So that'll be November 16. Okay, so you and Mr. Estrada are excused.
Thank you.
And have a great day. Take care.
Thank you too, Judge.
Andrew Loxam?
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
I have Sophia Bueno, 634-490.
Okay,
And she should be here. I talked to her 10 minutes before the hearing.
okay,
So I was hoping to have this case resolved as of last setting. Was all we need to do is take an anger management class and we get this thing dismissed as our agreement. However, she was in the hospital with COVID last setting, and I tendered to the court previously proof of that. She's now out of the hospital. She's finally back to work, but she hasn't got paid yet. So we just need one more reset, and hopefully we won't be back.
okay. Do you need 30 or 45 days, do you think?
We could probably get it done in 30, but if you want to give us 45, I'm not going to complain.
All right, November 18 then, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
me
So
excused?
you and Miss Bueno are excused, and you're welcome to log off at this time. Have a
Thank you,
great day.
Judge.
Thank you.
You too.
Thanks. Joseph Stateson,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
I have one client, Stephanie Mora,
Okay,
and this client had appeared in person July 19th and informed the court that she was going to hire other counsel. You had reset her, and ever since July 19th, she has not responded to me. I don't know if she's present, and you gave me a setting last time. I think I was in court August 19th. She was not present, and you graciously reset it to today.
okay.
I don't know if she's going to hire other counsel, but she's not responding to my calls, emails, anything.
All right. I do not see a Stephanie Mora here. Stephanie Mora, are you present? Will you please say something so I can mark you present? Stephanie Mora? All right. All right. I guess I'm going to have to issue a warrant, Mr. States, and thank you very much for following up on this.
If I get in contact with her, I'll try to get her into the court. If I could approach to perhaps lift a warrant at that point, I'll try to contact her.
Okay. All right. So you have 7 days. We're not going to let this go out until the 7th day.
I understand, Your Honor. Thank
All
you,
right.
Judge.
Thank you, sir. You're excused. That's the only thing you have today, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I appreciate your coming in, Mr. Stateson. Thank you. I know
Thank you,
have-
Judge.
You're busy. You take care.
Bye.
Randall Griner.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
There was a confusion. I originally let me tell you the case first. This is a recall from yesterday's,
Oh, okay.
and Damian Nobles cause number 660819.
Uh-huh, all right.
He showed up to the right court, but I had it calendared for the 14, which was where it was originally appointed. I would like to get him transferred again, though, to County Court 6 for veteran treatment.
Okay, so I'm not, it's always confusing to me how we do the transfers. I don't know if we have to ask for it or if the court that's receiving it has to ask for it. Aleda, what is the process?
Usually counsel will talk to the coordinator for the one that he's seen wants to get transferred. And County Court 6 will email me saying that they would want this transferred, and I'll do it right away.
Okay, so if that'll help, Mr. Griner, that way we won't be spinning our wheels.
Okay, Judge, if I can just get a 30-day reset to effectively do that.
Yeah, let's come back on November 17, okay?
Thank you. May we be
Thank you.
excused?
Yes, sir. You all have a great afternoon, and your client is excused. Thank you, Mr. Nobles, or Miss Nobles. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. John Gomez?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on Kimberly Wiley. She is 604292 on the first page.
Okay.
I just need to confer with Chris Lowry. There has been an offer tendered that we are going to accept for a plea. I just need to finalize some details with him.
All right, let me send you, Aleda, will you send Mr. Gomez to a breakout room to confer, please?
Yes, right away.
Yeah. I know I don't have to ask you. I know you're right on the ball, but I'm getting used to doing it this way now. So, all right. Dylan George.
Morning, Your Honor. I have Eric Barnes, 665688. I've had no contact with him, and apparently neither has all services. They've already filed 2 violation reports.
Okay. All right. So, well, we're going to have to do a warrant, but you know the drill, right, Mr. George?
If I find them, I'll let you know.
I appreciate that. So you
Yes,
are
ma'am.
excused. That's the only thing you had on our docket today?
It is, Judge.
All right. You have a great day, Mr. George. Take
You
care.
too.
Thank you. Cleophas Marshall.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
I am good. How are you doing?
I am well. On page 4, I have Mr. Marquez Huggins. It's 636482.
Okay.
We are doing a competency eval on that. He's already met with the doctor, and we are being rescheduled to the MAD court for a hearing on that matter.
Okay. Do you have a date that you're going to be going there?
I believe it's October the 5th.
All right. Let me see what I can give you after that. October the 5th. Yeah. So if we, let me reset it for 45 days, November 18.
That sounds good.
Okay, Mr. Marshall. Anything else you have?
That's it. Thank you very much.
Is Mr. Huggins present?
Yes, he's present. He's under Paula Huggins.
I'm going to mark him present. Okay. So then you are excused, and you both can leave log off at this time.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oscar Hernandez.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
I've got 2 on your docket this morning, Judge. Page 1, like number 6 or 8, Mr. Welsh, he's present with us.
Okay.
Judge,
cause number on him?
I do. Yes. Absolutely. John, he's got 2, Judge, 608432.
That's good enough. Thank you. And the next one you have, the next case?
Next gentleman?
Yes.
Mr. DeVarius Landers, case number 634337.
Okay, great.
For the second one.
All right. Is he present?
Only Mr. Welsh. I see him. I've had no contact in the last 2 days with Mr. Landers, but he is my retained client, and we are going to be set for a plea if we can just get this reset for 30 days for an actual plea for Mr. Landers.
I'll reset Mr. Landers to November 16, okay?
Wonderful. And if we can have the same date for Mr. Welch, he's needing to obtain some medical documentation to conclude our matter.
Okay, you got it, Mr. Hernandez. They're both reset to November 16 then.
Thank you, Judge.
So if you have nothing further, you and your clients are excused. You're welcome to log off. Have a great day.
As well, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. Vanessa Garcia.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning.
I am here on Mr. Michael Clark, cause number 646571. He is present, and I do need to confer with the state on this case.
All right, thank you. Aleda, will you send Miss Garcia to a breakout room, please? Will that be 4, you think?
That would be 6, Your Honor.
6, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, Bernard Campion.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm here on Paul Lackey, number 653156. I would like to confer briefly if we could.
All right, I need you to turn on your video, and if you're driving, Mr. Campion, I need you to stop, please.
Okay. Judge, I'm on Bluetooth. I have a plea in Kindle I'm on the way to. Can I log in when I get there, or should I try to?
Yeah. Why don't you come back when you're there?
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
Thank you.
Judge, may I approach when you have a moment? This is Eduardo Jimenez.
I'll be with you in just a second. Let me just get in a couple more that are ahead of you, Mr. Jimenez, okay?
Sure, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Jay Norton.
Present, Your Honor, for Mr. Mahalik. He is
Okay.
cause number 647379 on page.
Oh, your audio is breaking up, Mr. Norton.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you give me that cause number again? That your audio broke up.
Yes, ma'am. 647379.
Okay, got it. All right. And
Page 5.
and what is your defendant's name?
Glenn Mahalik. He's
Okay,
present under Pat's iPhone.
perfect. I just marked him present. All right.
And I would like an opportunity to confer with the state if possible, Your Honor.
All right. And what room will that be, Aleda?
Number 7.
Your Honor.
7. Okay.
And
All right.
I'll be
Thank
back
you.
shortly.
Thank you. Eric Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm present
Morning.
for Mark Anthony Ramos,
Okay.
658729. I spoke with his father who got a message to him. I don't know if he's there in the courtroom, but I do not believe he has a Zoom enabled device.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Ramos, are you here by at least audio?
And I don't see that anyone's present in the courtroom, Your Honor.
No. Okay. All right. What did you want to do on this, Mr. Hernandez?
Your Honor, this is our first sitting. I was going to confer, but without a defendant who I have no direct contact with. I do have contact with them, but through an intermediary.
I see. All right. So, do you want me to just reset this since this is first appearance?
If you don't mind, Your Honor, I will take a reset and try to secure as much contact as possible, and I'll contact pretrial services as well.
All right. So, just impress on him that it's really important for him to appear in court.
Of course, Your
Do
Honor.
not want to be issuing warrants for that. Okay.
I'll do my best, Your Honor. May I have excuse?
appreciate it.
I sent
Yes.
you a chat, Your Honor, on that case.
All right. Let me see what it is. What is it, Aleda? Because I'm.
Right now, it's status red file, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I'm not ever going to issue a warrant on somebody who I don't even have jurisdiction over, even though I can do it as a magistrate.
And it is a possession case, so they may be waiting on lapse.
Yeah.
I guess, will Ms. Castillo just send me the reset?
I'm going to reset you for a different date. I'm going to reset you for December 16.
December
That'll give
16th?
Yeah, that'll give them enough time to get that file done.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good morning.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hernandez. You too. Take care. David Christian.
Hi, Judge. I have Ponce Garcia. He is here. We're working on some paperwork right now. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making its way over to Ponce. And so if you just give us a few minutes, I just completed it. It's making He should be able to fill it out and we can get in your line to plea today.
All right, can you give me a cause number on it?
Oh,
so we
yes,
can
I'm
check?
sorry. I feel so dumb. Sorry about that. 656738.
Okay, so would you like to go in a breakout room with your client, Mr. Ponce Garcia?
That would be fine. That'd be great.
Okay. Alita will send you to a breakout room, and that way you can double check and make sure he saw all the small prompts that needed to be clicked, okay?
You got it. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Ed Piker?
Morning.
Morning.
Stephanie Hernandez, she has 4 cases. Looks like the oldest one is 639569.
Okay. And I think I saw her here, right?
I haven't contacted her. I've called 4 different numbers, but if she showed up, that's great.
Stephanie Hernandez, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You need to talk to your attorney because he's been trying to get a hold of you. Do you want to go in a breakout room with her first, Mr. Piker, before you do anything else on this?
No, I think I'd rather talk to the DA first.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Well, it's going to be a few minutes at least because there's people ahead of you. So you can talk to Ms. Hernandez during
Might
that
as
time.
well. Might as
right?
well do that then. Yes.
Okay. So Alita, will you take care of that, please? Thank you. All right. Eduardo Jimenez.
Yes, Judge, thank you. I have Thomas Esquivel, and it's case number 643977.
Okay, got it.
And I'd like to speak to a prosecutor if I may. I understand there's a line, but
Yes, yeah, but it's the good thing is it's private. You can read stuff, talk to other people on the phone.
okay, good.
And so it's not going to be a waste of your time.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay. All right, so let me just ask, is Mr. Esquivel here?
I'm not sure about that, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, thank you very much. Just mark you present. Okay, Alita's going to put you in a breakout room, Mr. Jimenez, so look for that prompt, okay?
Thank you, Judge. Okay.
Thank you. Okay, let me see. David Volk?
Judge, I'm present. Good morning. And I
Good
see my client, Edgar Zambrana,
Okay.
also present. He's got 2 cases. The earliest number is 604014.
Okay, that's enough.
Judge,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to ask for a reset on this. He has 2 DWIs. One of them is a under the limit alcohol with the allegation of some kind of medication. The last time we conferred, the state said they were going to consult their expert to see if it's a case they can prove. I don't think it's a case they can prove. I want to give them time to do that. Really, whether or not they're going to proceed on that first case is really going to dictate what happens with all his cases.
Okay.
And so I'm going to reurge the state again to talk to their expert about that. Again, I don't think that their expert's going to be able to give them an answer.
All right, so how about November 16? Will that work for you?
Yes, Judge, it will.
Okay, Mr. Volk, then you didn't have anything else before us today, right?
That's it, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, sir. You and your client may log off. You have a great
Thank you.
day. Thank you. Cornelius Cox.
Morning, Judge.
Morning.
My client is Duran Watkins, 556111. I think he's the first case on your docket on page 1.
Okay.
His probation case, yes, Sean, he's on he's logged in. And it's just a restitution matter, Judge. He's made a payment, the latest one this morning. I just need some time. We're trying to get him to get this restitution paid up, Judge.
All right. Do you think 30 or 45 days?
I think 45 days, Judge.
All right. November 18. We'll come
All
back November 18. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, sir. You have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. David Garcia.
Good morning, Judge. I have Darlene Knutson.
Okay.
I don't see her on Zoom, but can you check and see if she's here?
Yes, Ms. Knutson, would you please say something so we can mark you present? Denise Knutson? Okay, do you have a good phone number for her, Mr. Garcia? Oh, you got, I can't hear you.
She had an older case, Judge, and that number didn't work. And then she just got arrested recently and
Oh.
bonded out. And that number doesn't work for her either, Judge.
Okay, well, I'm going to order that we do a warrant, but there'll be 7 days that hopefully she'll get in touch with you before it goes out, okay?
All right. Thanks, Judge.
All right.
And Your Honor, if I
Yes.
may, he also was a recall from yesterday on Jeremy Roy Whitlock.
Okay. I think Mr. Whitlock was here yesterday, and you did announce on another case, but we
Right.
overlooked that one. So do you know what's going on with that case?
No, Judge. For some reason, I missed it on the docket. So I was not prepared on that. Why don't we reset that and I'll email the DAs and see if I can get an offer that way and then speak to my client, see if we can move it maybe for a plea or set it for
Right.
trial.
Well, since you had to come back, don't you think it's a good idea to get in line to talk to one of the prosecutors about that?
If that's what you like, Judge, I'll do that.
Yeah, because I mean, you'll have to wait a little bit in a breakout room, but it's private. You can do other things.
Okay.
So, okay.
Well, I came to you because I was working on a plea in 8. So I'll go to 8, finish the plea and come back.
That works fine. Okay.
All right, thanks,
Thank you,
Judge.
Mr. Garcia. Thank you. All right. Michael Beliveau, did you get a chance to confer?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
The state is going to look at this file to see if this was a charge entered in error or not. And if not, then they're going to at least get me a police report. So we do need to reset this.
All right, November 16, okay?
All right, thank you. And may
And you
my
and-
client be excused?
Yes, sir. Can log off at this time. Have a great afternoon. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Anybody else come back from conferring? Derek Emmons?
Good morning, Judge.
Morning.
I have Ryan Novak on the docket. He has 2 cases.
Okay, I just need one cause number.
It's 639351.
Okay. Is Mr. Novak here?
I'm not sure if he is or not, Judge. Honestly, Judge, I haven't had him come just because we haven't had a file. We finally got the file. I guess it's been a red file for the past year plus.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, apparently, it finally got filed before this setting. I am in constant contact with him, but I haven't had him come just because there hasn't been any files. It's just been a quick reset each time. But this time, I guess the court has both files.
I'm not working off my docket today, so I guess you're right. So you basically want like a 30-day reset?
I do, Judge. What we're waiting on was the blood results, and I guess they finally came in. That's why I wasn't filed sooner. So I just need time to take a look at those.
All right. So we'll come back on November 16 on that?
And I'll make sure he's here at the next setting, Judge. But
All right.
can we do either the 15th or the 17th? I'm supposed to be in Comal County on the 16th.
17th?
Yes,
Will
ma'am.
that work? Okay. November 17 it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Emmons, and you're welcome to log off at this time.
All right.
Take care.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lisa Voigt?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here. My client's in custody. It's an MTR, and I need to confer with the state.
Okay, and your client's name is?
Benito Gomez, and
Okay.
his case number is 635780.
Okay. And of course, I'm going to mark him present. You wanted to confer, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Alaita's going to assign you to one of the breakout rooms. You'll be getting that prompt momentarily, okay? The next person is Cole Nettles. Did you get a chance to confer?
I did, Your Honor. Sorry, let me give you the cause numbers.
Yeah, you gave me on Gutierrez, 633-836, and it looks like Medina, 661-637.
Yes. So for Joshua Gutierrez, the state's made an offer on that case that I think we're likely to accept. I would just need to speak with Mr. Gutierrez about that in my office. So I think that the next setting likely be a plea setting. So just requesting about 30 days.
All right, that'll be November 16.
All right. And then for Mr. Medina, I was discussing that case with Chris, and Chris actually, I guess, tipped me off to there is a new case that has been filed at large against Mr. Medina. It is in County Court 7. It is an assault case. And so I am currently looking into that warrant right now so we can have Mr. Medina clear that up. So I am asking for a 30-day reset at this time so that we can try to clear that up and then get the discovery on his new case and try to work all these out.
Okay, so we'll make that November 16 also.
All right. And then that's all that need resets. And then whenever the court is ready, Heriberto Tamez has a plea ready today.
Great. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Let me see who else is back. Mr. Piker?
Yes, ma'am. I confer with my client. Last time we were here, there was a red file on 664-212. Is that an active file now?
Alita, do you know if that's already been filed?
What was the case number?
664-212. I am working with a handicap today. I forgot to get my glasses before I came to sit down in front.
Your Honor, it is a red file at this point, and
all right.
That
Judge,
one
you think we could just get another pre-trial since I've finally made contact with Mr. Hernandez?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's come back November 16.
November 16, that'd be fine.
Okay,
All right,
great.
and if Mr. Hernandez could be excused.
Yes, Ms. Hernandez, you're welcome to log off at this time, ma'am. You have a good day. Thank you,
11
Mr. Piker.
11:16, thank you.
Correct. Thank you. All right, let me see who else is back. Mr. Nettles is waiting for a plea. Alma Benavides.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I'm here for Mr. Rodolfo Zuniga. He's on page 7.
Okay.
It's 659722.
Okay.
He is he can be present in the courtroom for an in-person plea.
All right. Okay. All right. So we're going to check on that number and see if we have the paperwork on our end. Okay.
I forwarded all the plea paperwork, Your Honor, signed it and forwarded it to Aleda as well as your clerk this morning.
Oh, okay. All
So
right.
I just need to be able to sit down with him and help him sign.
Oh, okay. So then you need a breakout room so you can make sure that he's done his part.
Right, but I just need to make sure that you have all your paperwork.
Well, I don't think I'll get it until he has completely signed everything. With Adobe Sign, there's stages where it goes. First it goes to you, then it will go it'll go from you to your client. And then after he signs, it'll be prompted to come to me so I can sign it.
So the glitch, Your Honor, is that he doesn't have an email, so we didn't do it by Adobe. I had to actually print out the form.
Outlook, okay.
And then scan them and send them to you, Aleda.
Okay.
Well, Your Honor, if I may, I do have the Spanish version, but if you're requesting the English version, I don't have that one yet.
Well, that was the first one that I sent you, was the English version.
All right, why don't I put you all in a breakout room and y'all can try to work it out and see if we have it, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, let me see. Mr. Stephen Gilmore?
Hey, Judge, I'm here on Crystal Mizario Valdez.
Okay.
I'm hoping she's on the screen. We have a trial setting in County Court 13 that I'm trying to finish before proceeding on this case still.
Oh,
Right
okay.
now, it's showing as set on December 10th, but Sybil has told me that those dates are coming up now that juries are resuming in October.
Right.
So I'm expecting an end of October trial setting on the assault case because that is sort of an older case.
Okay, Ms. Valdez, are you here?
That's the thing I don't see.
Rosario Valdez. Okay, I'm going to reset this because that's what you need. But will you see if you can get a hold of her and ask her to just pop into Zoom so I can just mark her present?
I absolutely will, Judge.
Okay, what's the cost number on that, Mr. Gilmore?
The cause number on the 13 case is 65, or do you want the 9 case?
9,
Okay, 1 second. It is 610-631.
Great, thank you. All right,
All
I'm
right.
going to reset that to November 16, and I will mark her present if you can get her in for just a few seconds.
I will work on that right now, Judge.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you. All right, let me see. But Deputy Butler, did you need to relate anything to us? Okay.
Only that Mr. Zuniga is Spanish only.
Oh, okay, thank you. And that's Miss Benavidez's client. Okay. All right, let me see. If I have not called on another attorney. Vanessa Garcia, did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, Your Honor. I just got back in. I do need a reset in this case. We are working on sending some additional documentation to the state. So we would like a regular reset, please.
Okay. Well, that'll be November 16, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
So you and your client are welcome to log off at this time. Have a great afternoon. Take care.
You too. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you. All
Mr.
right.
Clark, you can log off.
Tim Roundtree, did you have a chance to confer? Oh, it's a plea. Never mind. I understand while you're waiting. I think that's Mr. Campion coming back in. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor, I had dropped off some papers to the bailiff so he can get the plea paperwork on the gentleman.
On Mr. Zuniga?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I see Mr. Campion's iPhone, but I'm not hearing. Okay. Can you hear me, Mr. Campion?
Yes, ma'am. I'm fine.
Okay, so you're back. And I do see that Mr. Lackey is here. Did you want
Yes,
to confer with the state, or what did you want to do at this time?
Your Honor, we've conferred a number of times. I don't mind conferring again. Otherwise, we would just want to be put on the trial docket.
All right. Let me give you a trial date then. That'll be January 24.
Okay, very good.
Okay. All right. And that's the only thing you had today?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Campion, you and your client, Mr. Lackey, are excused, and you're welcome to log off. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right.
All right. I see a Pat's iPhone. Could you please identify yourself, sir?
Yes, it's actually under Glenn Mahalik.
Okay, Mr. Mahalik, your attorney is in line to confer, so we're just waiting for him to get back.
Yes, ma'am.
So, okay, thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who else is? Mr. Cagle, Mr. Martinez, Hernandez. Okay, I think I have called on all the attorneys that had appeared. So I am going to see where we are on our plea paperwork.
Your Honor, this is Tim Roundtree. I'm back from conferring whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Roundtree. I thought you were just waiting on a plea. Yes, sir. Okay, let me take your announcements.
Sure. So on Santiago Espinosa,
Yes.
Judge, the state is going to consider making me a new offer. I just asked for a 30-day reset on that.
Okay. Let's come back November 17. Will that work for you?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And I'm
And
Mr.
then
Escobedo.
also, yes, I would like the same announcement on that, Judge.
All right, then that'll be November 17 also. Okay.
Okay. And then on Mr. Martinez, I think we have a plea agreement. If we could set that November 2nd, I believe I have another case on that date.
Okay.
That is for plea.
We'll go ahead and do that, November 2nd.
And then the last case was Mr. Cagle, and Judge, we just need to reset that so that the referral for DWI court can be processed.
Okay. Okay, so let's just go ahead and reset that for November 17 also. Once that gets done, our docket will get updated.
Okay.
Okay.
And may
All
everyone
right.
be excused too. We
And
just
then there was also Justin. He was present. Is that
he is present, Judge. That's the plea bargain.
okay? That's the one we're coming back on November 2nd.
No, that one is we would like to do today.
Oh,
You should
okay.
have the paperwork.
I just confused it with Mr. Cable's case, I think. Okay, or Mr. Martinez. Okay.
Yes.
All right. We'll go ahead and check on that, the status of that paperwork right now. All right.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Christian, did you have a chance to confer?
Yes, I did. We've conferred. We have a agreement. We have paperwork that has just been completed by Mr. Garcia. And so I'm hoping you've received it, Judge. He is 656738.
Okay, I'm going to check it right now. Okay. It seems to me that we had another plea ready for one of your clients. I'm trying to remember who that was. Maybe
I
we've already
don't
done it.
know. I don't know if it's I don't think it's anybody set today.
No, it's not. I just wanted to
Okay.
remind you of it. Is it? Oh yeah, Trey Stein.
Yes, we are ready to go on Trey Stein at any time. I just need to get him on your docket, or I can bring him in off docket.
Yeah, whenever you want to. If you want to bring him in Monday or maybe whatever. We are not going to be available tomorrow. We use Fridays to catch up. We get so bogged down. So, but you can bring him in way before any date that we've given. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I'd be happy to do it.
Great, thank you. All right, I'm going to check on the status of Mr. Ponce Garcia's plea. All right, let me just make sure I've checked on everyone's announcement. Mr. J. Norton, did you get a chance to confer?
Yes, ma'am, I did. To update the court, we are lacking Coban that Chris is going to try to get it uploaded. And I am not sure if the standing blood test order has been signed. It is on file, but we would we're seeking the blood discovery as well.
All right, could you just resubmit it? I know that's more work, but sometimes things sort of get buried or sent into cyberspace. I can't explain what happens. So it'll just be a lot faster if you just resend it to me, okay?
I will. And should we CC Alita? Well,
Yeah, I'll actually have to go through Alita. She's the one that What we're doing now, I've fallen in love with Adobe Sign because it's so fast and efficient. So she's converting everything from PDF to Adobe Sign for me. so,
Okay.
so that makes it much easier to make sure that things, when I sign them, they actually get recognized and go where they're supposed to go. So, okay.
That sounds like a good thing.
Okay.
So,
In the meantime, you want me to just reset this to November 16?
may I check that real quick on my calendar, ma'am?
Yes.
I think that would work.
Okay. There you go. All right. So, Mr.
November
Mr.
16th
Mahalik.
works.
November 16, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
And
So
may
then,
Mr. Mahalik and I be excused.
yes, sir. You're excused. You're welcome to log off. Have a great day. Take care.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Bye, everyone.
you. Bye-bye. All right. Let me see. Jonathan Chavez.
Yes, Your Honor. Just wrapping up an MTR on the 187.
Oh, I understand. We're all staying really busy, right?
It seems that way.
I guess that's good, right? Keeps us out of trouble.
That's true.
Okay, so who are you here on today?
I have two, Your Honor. Juan Hernandez, and that's case number 648941.
Okay.
I just need to confer with the prosecutor on that. And then also the other person is Martin Rodriguez with case number 648789.
Okay. All
And
right.
the same
And
case to confer.
do you think that they're both here? Mr. Juan Hernandez? Have you seen them by any chance?
Mr.
Oh, I
Hernandez?
see
Yes.
John Hernandez. Okay. Mark him present. And then Mr. Rodriguez. Do you see him, Mr. Chavez?
I don't see him.
Okay. I tell you what, Aleda's going to put you in a breakout room so you can confer with the state. I think that's what you asked for, right?
Yes,
Or
and
am I-
I'll get with my staff to try to get Mr. Rodriguez on.
Okay, please, just so he can come in a few seconds and I can mark him present, okay?
Okay, thanks, Your Honor.
All right. All right, so Aleda will be sending you that breakout room number momentarily, okay? All right, so, all right. Mr. Gomez, can you unmute yourself and tell me who your attorney is, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Hi, I think her name is Miss Brown, ma'am.
Miss Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to wait and,
I think you sent it to a breakout room, ma'am. Your Honor.
oh, okay. Okay.
Lisa Boyd.
Okay. All right. We'll wait for her because there's still plenty of time before lunch. Okay. I don't want to make you miss lunch, but shouldn't be very long. Thank you, Mr. Gomez.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So I think at this time I'm going to take a little bit of a pause here and check my Adobe Sign so I can see what I have ready to go.
Your Honor, I'm sorry
Yes.
to interrupt. I have Jeremiah Croft. I'm just making sure that I've been checked in and show that I've been here today.
All right, sir. Who is your attorney?
I cannot remember. I
Okay.
don't
So,
remember her name.
can Mr. Croft, can you please? Oh, there you are. Okay. Is that CROFT? Is that
Yes, ma'am.
your last name? Okay. Let me see who your attorney is. Oh, I don't have my glasses. Aleda?
I'm looking, Your Honor.
I can't focus without my glasses.
Croft. Is Rochelle Acevedo.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Croft, I'm going to mark you present, sir.
Okay.
And we will wait for your lawyer, okay?
All right.
You have her number, right?
No.
You don't have her number?
We're waiting at least another half hour.
Okay, I need for you to, Mr. Croft, I need for you to stay stationary, sir.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Um, can you, so do you think you have her phone number or not?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, well, we're just gonna wait for her. I'll check back with you shortly, okay?
Okay.
I'm marking you present. Thank you.
Thank you.
Send it to him by chat, Your Honor.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said, Aleda.
I sent the lawyer's phone number by chat to the gentleman.
Oh, you're sending that to him? Okay, great. All right. Okay, Mr. Croft.
Yes, ma'am.
So Ms. Castillo is sending you your lawyer's phone number on the chat. So I'm going to ask you to call your lawyer and let him know you're here, okay?
Okay.
All right, please. Thank you.
May I be excused to caller because it's gonna make me end the phone. Make me end. There's a
Oh,
meeting.
oh yeah, you can go ahead and leave Zoom and then come back in with that same invite. Do you think
Okay.
do you think that will work for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, otherwise we could just wait for him because I'm sure he's just very busy. So whatever you want to do.
That's fine. I'll call him.
Okay, all right, thank you, sir. We'll look for you to come back. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Your Honor. This is Jonathan Chavez. I just want to
Oh,
let
yes,
you know.
sir.
Martin Rodriguez is logged in. He's just under Martin.
Oh, okay, great. Thank you very much, Mr. Chavez. Appreciate that. Okay, so are you
And then I'll go back in the breakout room. I just wanted to
okay?
let you know we got a
Great.
hold of him. Thanks.
Cool. Thank you very much. I marked him present. Thanks. Okay. I think I'm gonna go back to that other screen and see how far I can get on Adobe. All right, everybody, please stay muted. Everyone, please.
Judge Eduardo back from the break room when you have a chance.
Okay, I can hear you, sir. What is your announcement?
Yes, so I had Thomas Esquivel. The good news is that his 2 cases that he had with you originally are being dismissed.
Oh,
The
okay.
bad news is that he's on probation for a felony and he picked up 2 new charges, which are in your court. Burglary of vehicle charges, alleged. So, and they have been filed. So we'd just be asking for a reset. He has no attorney on those cases. I was hired on his previous cases, so I need to get in touch with the family and see if they'd like to hire me on these new cases or if they want a court appointed.
Okay.
But we would just need a reset to get that information from the family.
Let's reset that to November 17. Will that work for you?
Yes, Judge, it will. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Jimenez.
Okay.
So that takes care of everything for you today, right?
It does. Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. So you and your client are excused and you're welcome to log off. Have a great afternoon. Take care.
All right. Thank you very much.
Your Honor, this is Chris.
Okay, yes, Chris.
And so I'm out of the breakout rooms. If you need to start doing those, please, if you take everybody's announcements.
All right, thank you. Actually, I'm in the Adobe Sign right now. I think I've signed everything so far. I just was checking, so I'll be back in just a moment, okay?
Sent another one, Your Honor.
Okay. I was going to check Outlook, so I didn't know.
It's by Adobe.
Okay. All right. I'm going to look at it right now. I'll be All right. I have two cases that I have the plea paperwork on. I have Zuniga and Garcia. Were there others? I need to check my list.
Judge, you should have a Justin Franklin as well.
Okay, that I did not see. Maybe it was already completed. Let me check it right now. Okay. Five 588-043. 588-043. All right, so did you send that in Adobe Sign, Mr. Roundtree, or was that PDF?
It was Adobe Sign, Judge.
Okay, maybe it's in progress. There's many places to check here, so I'll try this one.
We did it yesterday, Your Honor, probably around 4:30 or 5 o'clock if it's by time.
All right. Okay, just found it. I'm not finding the plea paperwork. I found the amendment. Let's see. Maybe,
Your Honor, are we talking about Mr. Franklin?
yes, I found the amendment.
Okay.
I'm just looking for it may be that I have to look in another place. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Maybe this is it. Okay, I found it. All right, let me just sign it. We'll be ready to go. Okay. All right, so far I have Ponce Garcia, Rodolfo Zuniga, and Justin Franklin. Is there anybody else that I need to check on the paperwork?
Your Honor, you should have the paperwork for Heriberto Tamez.
Okay, let me find that. Let me see, Mr. Nettles, that would be 650120. Let's see if I can find that. Six 50120. I got it. Okay. All right, I have pleas ready for Tamis, Zuniga, Garcia, and Franklin. All right. So,
Excuse me, ma'am.
can you
My
hear
name.
me?
Yes,
Yes, Mr. Sanchez.
yes, ma'am. They for me to log in.
Okay, and who is your lawyer, sir?
My attorney is Rochelle Acevedo.
All right, thank you, sir. We are waiting for your attorney, so if you'll just be patient, she should be here shortly, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. All right, we're going to proceed. Let me see, Mr. Brooks. Which case are you here on, sir?
Morning, Judge. It was actually not even an add-on. It was a last-minute jump in from me.
okay.
It was that Avalos, Judge. It may not have made the docket, but it is cause number 627-786.
Okay,
And I provided some compliance documents. It's a motion to adjudicate. And
okay.
the state is going to go ahead and withdraw that MTR. So
Oh, okay. All right.
the court's okay with that. May we be excused?
Yes, Mr. Brooks, that will take care of it, right? Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
You too. Ms. Voigt, did you get to confer?
Yes, Your Honor, I conferred with the state earlier. I had to go to another hearing. I'm back. The state was trying to get an update from probation on this case, and I don't know if he's received that or not.
All right, Mr. Bosis, I think, do you know what the status of that is on Benito Gomez, I think? Cause
No,
number
I did not.
6635780.
Chris, do you know what's going on with that? Because I do not.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
on that one, there was a mental health evaluation done,
Okay,
and we haven't got the results yet, so we'll just have to do a reset on it.
all right. We'll reset that to November 16, Ms. Voigt, okay?
Okay, thank you.
And Mr. Gomez is also excused.
He's
you all
in
can-
custody. Am I able to
Oh.
talk to him?
Oh, yeah, let me see. Yeah, Mr. Gomez, not Gomez, right?
Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
Aleda, will you put Ms. Voigt in a breakout room with Mr. Gomez, please?
And that date was November 16?
Correct.
Thank
And
you.
since you have that, you're gonna leave straight from the breakout room, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, who else is back from conferring? Mr. Chavez?
Your Honor, Mike Collins.
Okay, Mike Collins.
Mike
all
Collins,
right.
just, Your Honor, I've got Enrique Garza on page 6, Your Honor. Two
Okay.
cases. And I just got here from the 227th. I've gotten through some of my discovery. I've gotten through the written part of it, and I've gotten through 3 of the 9 videos, Your Honor. They're rather lengthy as far as getting them downloaded and everything. So I need a little more time to finish looking at discovery, Your Honor.
Can you just give me the cause number on that, please, on one of those
Oh, yes.
cases?
Absolutely, Your Honor. It's 655, 145, and 146.
Okay, and is Mr. Garza here?
I don't know, Your Honor. I just got here.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it, marking you present. So then you just want to reset Mr. Collins so you can go through the rest, right?
To finish the rest of it, and then I'll call Mr. Garza.
How about November 16?
Let's see. That'll work, Your Honor.
Okay, then you and Mr. Garza are excused and free to log off at this time. You all have a wonderful afternoon. Take care.
Thank you. You too.
I'll give you a call, Mr. Garza.
Yes, sir.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm back from conferring.
All right. Yes,
on,
Mr. Chavez.
on 2 cases, on Martin Rodriguez, 648-789, and then on Juan Hernandez, and that case number is?
648941.
Yes.
Okay.
And on both of those, Your Honor, the videos that were uploaded are from the incorrect case.
Oh.
Brett's getting me the right discovery on that, though. So I can just get a reset for discovery.
All right, November 16. Will that work for you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Hernandez and Mr. Rodriguez are excused, and you all are all welcome to log off at this time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so let me see who else is back. Alma Benavides, you have a plea on Mr. Zuniga that is ready to go.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me see, who am I missing? David Christian is here on a plea for Anyway, I think I've got that paperwork ready.
Yes, Judge Ponce Garcia, I think you got
Right.
it.
That's ready to go. All right, so is there anybody else that I didn't call on that needs to make an announcement? I think we're in good shape, right? Okay, I think we can go ahead and start on these, please. Let's do that now.
And Your Honor, whenever you're ready for Ms. Benavidez's client, I can call the interpreter to swing upstairs.
Okay, I'm going to probably leave that for the last because that takes a little bit more time. And so we'll just get through these as fast as we can. I'm going to call Heriberto Tames. Would you please unmute yourself, sir, and raise your right hand? Start your video.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. You will be sworn at this time. Thank you.
Solemnly swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may put your hand down. This is cause number 650120, the state of Texas versus Heriberto Tames. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Lowry with the state.
Cole Nettles, Mr. Thomas.
And the
All right.
state will be waiving count 1 and proceeding on count 2, obstruction of highway.
All right, thank you. And no objection, Mr. Nettles,
No
correct?
objection.
All right. And it's going to be obstruction of a passageway. Okay, great. Are you Heriberto Tames?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes.
You've been charged with the offense of obstruction of a passageway as a Class B misdemeanor, and you are looking at the document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. You reviewed that with your attorney, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, we're going to go to page 2 where it shows defendant's signature. Did you sign that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you're giving up your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as all those other rights listed on that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Tames, did I ask you if you're a U.S. citizen? I did, didn't I?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, and then later on you change your mind, you want to take your plea back, you would actually need my permission to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that, sir?
I understand. Yes.
All right. If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Also, well, if you were to plead no contest, I could still find you guilty, but I see that you are pleading guilty. All right, so Mr. Roundtree, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Tames?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
He does, Your Honor.
And has he been able to assist you in his defense?
He has, Your Honor.
All right, I am going to approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
All right.
A $600 fine, court costs, 18 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, DWI Ed, DWI Victim Impact Panel, ATP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, and a $50 Crime Stopper fee.
Mr. Roundtree, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Your Honor, that is not correct.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nettles. I am calling the wrong attorney.
It's okay, Your Honor. Mr. Lowry and I had, at one point, 18 months on an obstruction was the offer on this case, but the paperwork, everything that we had discussed recently was 12 months.
All right. And I did actually print out the amendment. Let me see what's on there. You have to be patient with me since I didn't get my glasses.
Okay, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, sorry, I forgot to update the synopsis of that, but that is correct.
Oh, okay. So that is actually 12 months, not 18?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm making the change. All right. Anything else, Mr. Nettles?
No, Your Honor, that is the plea agreement.
All right. So, Mr. Tamez, to the offense of obstruction of a passageway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Are you doing this of your own free will, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will accept your plea. I am not making any findings of guilt. I'm going to place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 12 months, assess a $600 fine plus court costs. You are to complete 48 hours community service, a DWI education course, victim impact panel, ATP evaluation, and on your vehicle install ignition interlock for 1/2 your term of probation, plus a $50 Crime Stoppers fee. Also, I want to add another option. Regarding COVID, if you have been fully vaccinated, I will give you 24 hours credit against your 48 hours community service. If you have not been vaccinated and you choose to go do that, I will give you those 24 hours credit also. Just you have to show proof for either situation to the court, okay?
Okay.
So that is just an option, but it's I think it's important. Is there anything further from defense?
Yes, Your Honor. We would need the probation to, Mr. Thomas lives in McAllen, so we would need the probation to transfer down there. And in addition, Mr. Thomas was also interested in being able to purchase out or buy out his community service hours.
All right. Well, I will allow him to buy out 24 hours community service at $7.25 an hour. And I would like the proceeds to go to the San Antonio Food Bank.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Let me see one more thing. Mr. Tamis, it's really important that you know that deferred adjudication can be a good thing for you. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. But there is a downside. If for some reason you fail to comply with everything, the state files a motion, I find sufficient reason to honor that motion, then I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bear County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. I just need for you to understand that deferred adjudication is a very special solution to your situation, and it's something that you should value and try to complete successfully. It is a very good thing for your future. And there's one more thing. Is there anything further from defense?
No, nothing further, Your Honor.
And the state?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, so I have followed your agreement, Mr. Tames, so that means you do not have a right to appeal. You also filled out a personal data sheet. I didn't look at it, but I need to know that you filled it out completely, that you filled out all the blanks. And then I'm going to ask you to swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, at this point in time, I'm going to end this hearing. I'm going to ask you to meet in a breakout room with our CLO, Mr. Corey Richardson, and I'm going to send you to breakout room number 2. Mr. Richardson will join you there. Mr. Nettles, would you like to join Mr. Thomas and Mr. Richardson also?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let me send you there too.
Got it.
Can you do it, Aleda?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I did send Mr. Thomas already. Okay, and that was room 2. All right, the best of luck to Mr. Thomas. Thank you. All right, moving on. The next one I have is cause number 656738, the state of Texas versus Ponce Garcia.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir, if you will raise your right hand and be sworn. Thank you, sir.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. This is cause number 656-738, the state of Texas versus Ponce Garcia. Council, please make your announcements.
Lowry with the state.
David Christian for Mr. Ponce Garcia.
All right, so are you Ponce Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
You have been charged with the offense of obstruction of a highway. You will see on the screen a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And I am going to amend that to obstruction of a roadway, sir. That is a benefit to you, but I believe in second chances. So,
Thank
is
you.
there any objection to that from state or defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. As you see the document on the screen, you did review that with your attorney, and I have changed that to obstruction of a roadway. It is a Class B misdemeanor. The range of punishment for that is up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or fine up to $2,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go to page 2 where it shows defendant's signature. Did you sign that, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you are waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as those other rights listed in that document?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, and then later on you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you can only do that with my permission, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
If you were to plead no contest, I could still find you guilty of this charge, but I do see that you have indicated you're going to plead guilty. All right, so is there, all right. Mr. Christian, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Garcia?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
Yes, ma'am, he does.
Has he been able to assist you in his defense?
Yes, ma'am, he has.
All right, I will approve the waiver. Do we have an agreement?
We do, Your Honor. The state will be waiving count 1 and proceeding on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
Okay, and then I did already amend that to obstruction of a roadway.
Of a roadway. A $500 fine.
Okay,
Court costs, 12 months for deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, and both of which the defendant has completed in advance so that they get credit,
all right.
an ATP evaluation, $60 restitution to DPS for the blood draw.
Okay. And that's it, Mr. Lowry?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Christian, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Judge, it is our agreement. We'd ask that you follow it. He does plan on taking you up on getting vaccinated, so I'm real happy about that. I think that's a great thing.
Okay.
And he hasn't been vaccinated yet, so he wants to do it to get the 24 hours, and I think it's just good for everybody. And then secondly, he'd like to buy out of the rest of the hours with a donation to the food bank. I appreciate Mr. Lowry recognizing and letting you know that he's already done the classes. And so, Judge, we just ask that you follow the agreement. Mr. Garcia is ready to get this behind him, so thank you.
Okay, well, I am going to also add that, Mr. Garcia, you will get 24 hours credit against your community service hours of 48. We will need to have some proof, and it can happen almost immediately, okay? Also, I will allow you to buy out the remainder of those 48 hours. That's $7.25 an hour, and I would request that the proceeds be donated to the San Antonio Food Bank. Okay? All right, so at this time, I have followed your agreement, Mr. Garcia. I'm giving you credit for having completed the DW education course and the victim impact panel already beforehand. I'm going to advise you that since I have followed your agreement, you do not have a right to appeal. But this is deferred adjudication, so I'm not making any findings of guilt. Did I take your plea already? I don't think I did. Let me ask you before I proceed any further. To the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
All right. Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I am accepting your plea. I'm placing you on deferred adjudication for a period of 12 months, $500 fine plus court costs, 48 hours community service, DW education course and victim impact panel, which you have already previously completed and which you are getting credit for, ATP evaluation, $60 restitution to DPS, and 24 hours credit for community service regarding COVID vaccination. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And you will be allowed to purchase the remainder of your 24 hours community service at $7.25 an hour, and donate the proceeds to the San Antonio Food Bank. So, is there anything further from defense?
Nothing further, Judge. Does he stick around and wait for Corey to talk to him, or does he get an
Right.
email? Okay.
Right. Yeah. And so, and I do want to admonish you, Mr. Garcia, that this is a great opportunity for you to put this behind you and not let it affect your future. Because if you do everything you said you would, then you won't have a conviction. All right. But the downside is if you do not comply with all the conditions and terms of your probation, then I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. So there is a downside also. So I hope that you take this very seriously. Okay. Anything further from the state?
Nothing, Your
All right. I have followed your agreement. That means you do not have a right to appeal, Mr. Garcia. You did fill out a personal data sheet. Do you swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, I mean, it's a really important document because nobody ever dreamed we were going to have a pandemic. And if something else were to happen, you need to be able to be reached by the Community Supervision Department, okay? So it's very important. If you call and you can't get through, the mailbox is full, text or email, okay?
Okay.
You've got to protect
Yes, ma'am.
yourself. Okay. At this time, this hearing is adjourned. I'm going to ask you to meet with Mr. Corey Richardson in a breakout room. Aleda, will you send Mr. Garcia and Mr. Christian to a breakout room so Mr. Richardson can join them, please?
Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. The next one we're going to move on. Yes. Justin Franklin.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, sir. Will you please raise your right hand and be sworn, sir?
Solemnly swear the testimony that you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
I swear.
Thank you, sir. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 588043, the state of Texas versus Justin Franklin. Counsel, please make your announcements.
Brett Moses for the state.
Tim Roundtree for Mr. Franklin.
And this is an amendment to the information.
That's correct, Your
Yes,
Honor.
good.
State will be waiving count 1 and proceeding on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
And that is your agreement, Mr. Roundtree?
It is, Judge.
All right. Well, I want to amend it further to make it obstruction of a roadway. Anybody have an objection to that?
No, Your Honor.
No objection, Judge.
All right. So, Mr. Franklin, you've been charged with the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor. The range of punishment for that is up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or a fine of $2,000. And you see that document that you reviewed with your attorney on the screen, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go to page 2 where it says defendant's signature. Did you sign that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you are waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, and all those other rights listed on that document?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, and then later on you change your mind and you want to take your plea back, you need my permission to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take your plea back and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Also, all right, and you're pleading guilty on this, all right. If you had been pleading no contest, I could still find you guilty of that. Mr. Roundtree, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Franklin?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
He does.
And has he been able to assist you in his defense?
He has.
I'm going to approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $700 fine plus court costs, 180 days over 18 months probation, 60 hours of community service, the DWI intervention class, half evaluation, victim impact panel, and ignition interlock for half the term.
Mr. Roundtree, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It was, Your Honor, and Mr. Franklin has done the victim impact panel, and so I would ask that he be allowed to present the proof of that.
All right. And that's for the victim impact panel only at this time?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
We will give him credit for what he's already completed. So, Mr. Franklin, to the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
I will accept your plea. I am going to assess a $700 fine plus court costs, sentence you to 180 days Bexar County Jail, but that is probated for 18 months, 60 hours community service, DWI intervention course, TAP evaluation, victim impact panel, which you have already completed and you are getting credit for. And on your vehicle, install the ignition interlock for 1/2 your term of probation. Is there anything further from defense?
Yes, Judge. Mr. Franklin resides in, is it Montgomery County or Harris County?
Yes, sir. Montgomery.
Montgomery County, Your Honor. We'd ask his probation be transferred to Montgomery County.
Okay, so I have been allowing the probation to stay in Bexar County because we are using Zoom at this time. And actually, I think that's probably going to be more convenient for Mr. Franklin in the long run. I'm going to ask that at least for 12 months, and then maybe for the remainder, he can go ahead and transfer to Franklin County.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay.
Judge.
All right. So anything further from the state?
No, nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Franklin, I have accepted your plea. I have followed the agreement, and that means that you do not have a right to appeal. I want to wish you the best of luck, sir. You know what? I do want to offer you the 24 hours community service credit for COVID vaccination. It is strictly an option, not anything mandatory. But if you have already been vaccinated and you show proof to the court, you'll get 24 hours credit as soon as you show proof. If you have not been vaccinated and you get vaccinated, just bring proof and we'll give you those 24 hours credit. That's a good chunk of time off your 60 hours. So, okay. All right. At this point in time, I do need to ask you, sir, you did fill out a personal data sheet. Do you swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Then this hearing is terminated. I'm going to ask you to join Mr. Corey Richardson in a breakout room. And Mr. Roundtree, if you'd like to accompany him also, Miss Aleda Castillo will put you all in the same room. Mr. Richardson will join you shortly, okay? So, best of luck to you, Mr. Franklin. I do want to say that when I amended that amendment obstruction, oh, he's already gone. All right. Well, Mr. Roundtree, will you explain to him the benefit of having a passageway or roadway over a highway?
Well, Judge, thank you.
Very much. You'll have a good day. Take care. All right. At this time, we're going to ask Mr. Rodolfo Zuniga. We need the interpreter, right?
Everybody's in the courtroom, Judge.
Okay, great. Okay. Ms. Abrams.
Okay. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you
Oh,
for asking.
good.
How are you?
I'm good too. Thank you. So this is going to make it easier because Mr. Zuniga is in the courtroom also, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I already gave him the equipment, so he's going to hear me simultaneously.
Okay. And he understands how this process works. Okay, good.
Yes,
All
I
right.
explained that to him.
Wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and amend or do something to my Zoom so that I can follow the interpretation in English. Okay. Okay. So
I don't know how to do it about this one, Your Honor. I think they would have to make the move over there in the laptop next to my desk.
Okay. All right.
If you allow me, Your Honor, you don't need to enable
We don't.
the interpreter's function.
That's right, because we're just doing it from the
Yeah,
courtroom.
because I'm right here next to him. Yes.
All right. We don't need to complicate things, right? Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm going to ask that the interpreter please be sworn.
Right hand, ma'am. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your abilities to help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now if we could have Mr. Rodolfo Zuniga raise his right hand and be sworn.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
I do.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 659-722, the state of Texas versus Rodolfo Zuniga. Counsel, please make your announcements.
How are we with the state?
Alma Benavides for Mr. Zuniga.
Okay. And are you Rodolfo Zuniga?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
No.
No.
All right. You've been charged with the offense of driving while intoxicated as a first offense. I am looking at the document in English, but you are seeing the document on the screen in Spanish. And so the range of punishment for this offense is from 72 hours up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and or a fine up to $2,000. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right, you recognize this document as one that you reviewed with your attorney, is that right?
Yes.
So on page 2, where it says, well, it has Ociel Zuniga. What is that? Is that one of his names?
Your Honor, that might be his middle name.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Zuniga, you see that signature where it says Ociel Zuniga?
¿La ve? Yes.
All right. So is your name Rodolfo Ociel Zuniga?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. Do you understand that by signing that document, you are giving up your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as those other rights listed on that document?
Sí.
Yes, I do.
If you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, and then later on you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to do that. But I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
Sí.
Yes, I do.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea, and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you.
I understand.
Okay, and if you plead no contest to this offense, I can still find you guilty of this offense. Do you understand that?
Sí.
Yes.
All right. Since you are not a U.S. citizen, I want to be sure that you understand that if you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a plea of no contest or guilty to the offense charged may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, and or the denial of naturalization under federal law. Do you understand that, Mr. Zuniga?
Sí.
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to talk about these potential consequences with an attorney?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Benavides, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Zuniga?
Yes, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
Yes, he does.
And has he been able to assist you in his defense?
Yes, he has, Your Honor.
All right, I am going to approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. A $700 fine, court costs, 11 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, ignition interlock for 6 months, an ATP evaluation, and $60 restitution to Texas DPS for the blood draw.
Ms. Benavides, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor, but we need to address the court with regard to the ignition interlock.
All right. Okay.
Just to let the court know, my client advises me that he does not have a vehicle. And so we would be asking the court to consider the Smart Start Mobile in lieu of the ignition interlock.
Okay, I think that would be acceptable. If this is a DWI first. Yes, we'll go ahead and substitute the Smart Start Mobile.
Thank you, Your
Okay? All right.
And Your Honor, if we could get an affidavit of non-driving, the state would be happy with that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lowry. We do need an affidavit of non-driving, okay, please?
I will provide that. I'll prepare that.
I appreciate that. Okay, thank you. All right, so Mr. Zuniga, to the offense of driving while intoxicated as a first offense, as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, sir? Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
No contest.
okay. Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No.
No.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, I do.
I will accept your plea. I'm not making any findings of guilt. I'm going to place you on deferred adjudication for 11 months. Assess a $700 fine plus court costs, 48 hours community service, the DWI education course, victim impact panel, ATP evaluation, $60 restitution to DPS, an affidavit of non-driving, and the Smart Start mobile will be installed. Also, I'm going to give you a choice. If you have been fully vaccinated for COVID, I will give you 24 hours community service against your 48-hour requirement. If you have not been fully vaccinated and you go get vaccinated, bring proof to the court and you will get those 24 hours credit. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Is there anything further from defense?
Your Honor, will he be meeting with your probation officer?
Yes, he will.
Okay, then I can, if you don't mind, I'll join them so that I can help translate.
Thank you very much. I think so. Okay. All right. So, Mr. Zuniga, I have followed your agreement. That means you do not have a right to appeal. But deferred adjudication is a very special result that your attorney has achieved for you. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. Okay? You need to know the court expects you to comply 100% with all the conditions and terms of your probation. Because if the state finds that you have not complied and files a motion, and I find sufficient reason to follow that, I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. So the downside is very consequential, right?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, at this time, I'm going to adjourn this hearing, but I need to ask you, you did fill out a personal data sheet. Do you swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right. This hearing is terminated. I want to wish you the best of luck, sir. And just make this a success and you can go on with your life as if, you know, you can put this behind you, okay?
Yes.
All right. At this time, this hearing is adjourned. I'm going to, Aleda, if you will please let Ms. Benavides and Mr. Zuniga go to a breakout room. They can see Mr. Richardson there. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused from the breakout room?
You are both excused from the breakout room. Take care. Thank you, Ms.
Thank you,
Benavides.
Judge. Good to see you. Thank you for your help.
Thank you.
Stay
Take
well.
care. You too.
May
Thank
the
you.
interpreter be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, thank you so much, Ms. Abrams.
You're
You have a
welcome.
wonderful day.
Good.
Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, Mr. Garcia. So you went to another court, and we were trying to figure out where your client is, right?
No, I think you said he showed up yesterday, so he
Okay,
didn't need to be here today.
all right.
I just need to confer with the state.
Okay, all right, let's do that right now. Aleda, will you put Mr. Garcia in a breakout room so he can meet with one of our prosecutors?
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Gomez.
Yes, Your Honor. My client,
I would expect her to have finished filling out the plea paperwork, but I don't know if you've received that yet.
Oh, let me check because I've been doing this. I have not. What is your
Yeah,
client's
that's
name?
what Kimberly Wiley.
Kimberly Wiley. I think I did, quite frankly. Let me check. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Actually, I don't have to go anyplace far. I think it was actually completed already. All right. Do you have a cause number for me so I can find it that way?
Yeah, it is 604292. Need to get her to jump back on here anyway as well.
604292. All right. Let me check.
Yes, sir.
604292.
You see that you signed the discovery acknowledgement, but I haven't seen a return of the plea paperwork yet.
Oh, okay. That's not good. Let me see what I see here. There is something here. And maybe it is what you're saying. Yeah, it is the discovery acknowledgement. That's why I remembered it, I guess.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you have not received her signed
Waiver, right,
or plea paperwork at all, have you? So I can give her a call.
right. So,
Okay, Your Honor.
so
Go ahead.
Has signed.
I'm sorry?
She has signed already. It's
So-
probably en route to the judge unless, yeah.
Okay, so it is in Adobe sign?
Mhm.
All right, let me see if I can find it. All I found was discovery. Yeah, that's not it. So have I signed it, Alita?
Not
Your
yet,
Honor.
Your Honor.
It should either be in your in progress or waiting for you
Okay.
folder.
I see an update letter, must be in progress. Because there it is. No, it's not it. Let me see if I can find it by the number. 604292. 604292. No, 604292, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
It doesn't show up. Well, I'll keep looking. Let me find if the
I'm also going to give her a call to make sure, since I don't see her on here, I got to make sure that she did fully sign this. So.
All right.
Judge, may I approach? I have two clients on the docket.
Yes. Okay, Ms. Acevedo, let me see. All right, Ms. Rochelle Acevedo. Okay, and who are your clients?
Judge, I have Mr. Croft.
Okay, and he is present.
Yes, Judge, and on him, Your Honor, he has a felony pending.
Okay. So and you're the attorney on the felony?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's reset that to November 30. Okay, and then who else?
Judge, I have Mr. Esteban Sanchez. He's here on the compliance hearing.
Esteban Sanchez, okay. All right. Let me see if I can, what's his cause number on that?
Judge, I have the SID. Let me.
663, Your Honor, 085.
Okay, thank you. Let me see if I can pull that up on my Adobe sign. I mean, on my Outlook. Oh, here we go. The Kimberly Wiley plea is packet is over here on Outlook, and I don't know how to pull it up.
Your Honor, with you receiving it through your Outlook, there should be an attachment when the DocuSigns go back,
Yeah.
and you should be able to open it through the attachment rather than going through DocuSign.
Actually, I'm in Outlook right now, and I'm trying to review and sign because I think it got tired of waiting for me.
Oh.
But I'm not able to open it. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can do something else. Let me go back to Adobe Sign and see. Maybe I can pull it up then. Oh, let me see what I just do here. I might actually have it. Yep. Okay. I'm going to sign it on this other screen. Okay. All right. Okay. 2, 3. All right. I found the plea paperwork, so that at least worked. Okay. What was I looking for over here? I was looking for something else, I think, on Miss Acevedo's case, right? Esteban Sanchez, 66305. Let's see if I can do it that way. 663-085. Okay. Well, that's, I want the violation report, not just that. Okay. No. So I was not able to pull it up. It's a violation report. Mr. Gomez, I did find both parts of the plea paperwork. So we're ready to go. Miss Wiley comes in.
Okay, there she is, Your Honor.
Oh, okay, great. So, Ms. Acevedo, I'm sure it was a violation report on your client. Typically, it's like he hasn't gotten the ignition interlock, or he hasn't showed up, he hasn't reported. I don't know why I can't find it. Let me see if I have it.
I pulled it up. It is in regards to the ignition interlock.
Okay.
It's on a DWI second. He was ordered to obtain the ignition interlock. And Judge, if you'll entertain my argument now, unless you want to wait for
Yes.
the violate. Okay.
No, let's do it.
So Judge, he was actually, he was on bond, not only on this case, but on a felony, which recently got dismissed, I believe, on Monday. And with regard to the felony, he had GPS and was not able to leave. Furthermore, he was trying to come to my office and sign the affidavit, just indicating that he didn't have a vehicle, but he wasn't able to come physically because of the GPS violation. That has since been lifted. And so at this point, Judge, he does, I mean, obviously I understand that and he understands that the court's gonna order some type of monitoring. So he's asking for an alternative, whether it be the handheld or some other type of monitoring.
All right. Okay, Mr. Tetlow.
Yes, ma'am. I'm Officer Tatlow from the pretrial. I was a
Right.
supervising officer. He was on GPS monitor. He was also informed that if he ever needs to go see his attorney to sign the affidavit, all he had to do was make an appointment with his attorney, provide me with the date and time so I can contact his attorney to verify it so I can let him go. At
Right.
that point, when I informed him of the ignition interlock, he told me he was going to wait for his attorney to approach on their court date to get the condition modified on that date. So he had a full 30 days, and on his orientation date, he was aware that he was allowed to go see his attorney as long as an appointment was set, and I can verify that appointment.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Tatlow. Let me ask you something. So how long has it been that Mr. I forgot his name.
Mr.
That
Sanchez,
Mr. Sanchez was on with pretrial. When was he first released to pretrial?
he was released to pretrial on the 28th of August.
Oh, okay.
So
So
he had a little about a month.
about a month. Okay. So all right. I guess I'm always communication is one of the big problems we've had with this pandemic. It's very easy to get misinformed or miscommunication occurs. So that's why I wanted to find out what was going on. So it was as simple as just going to see his attorney with permission. So now he's still under house arrest the felony got dismissed, right?
Correct. He got dismissed.
Okay. And that was when?
I believe yesterday.
Okay. How many violation reports did he have?
Just one. He
okay.
missed his 30-day mark.
Okay. All right. Well, then it sounds like it got resolved. He's no longer in house arrest, right?
Correct. His new supervising officer is on here as well, Courtney.
Okay.
So
Yes, ma'am.
anything that
You're still
happens,
good.
he's going to be his that you order. Courtney is going to be supervising on him as of this point.
All right. Okay. So, Mr. Sanchez, you are listening to all this, right, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. So, you're now going to be moving to Miss Courtney News. Is how do you say
it's
it, ma'am? Nias.
Mr. Nye.
Oh, okay. Mr. Nye. All right. So, I just want to get these things clarified. I really can't let more than 2 violations go by. I want to get to the bottom of it because it just causes a lot of anxiety. And my job, if I see you're not complying, I'm supposed to decide to get you into court. And
Yes,
the
ma'am.
only way I can do that is to issue a warrant. I don't want to do that. So,
Yes, ma'am.
these are all bond conditions that are keeping you, giving you your liberty right now. So they're really important that you understand what's expected of you and what to do about it. So, okay,
ma'am.
well, so this is at least now it's resolved, and you know who your pretrial officer is now, and so they're there to help you. So,
Yes,
you
But
know,
I also had the question, what is it that I would have to do? Because I actually don't have a vehicle at the moment.
no, well, you're not going to drive apparently, right? Because
No, I'm not gonna be driving. I don't
yeah,
have a
but
vehicle. I just,
right, but your lawyer prepared an affidavit for you because that's what the court needs, something saying that you cannot drive. I'm sorry?
I just have to go down there and sign the affidavit and everything for it?
Yeah, you have a lawyer, sir. Call your lawyer. She's a very good lawyer, okay? And so she will keep you out of trouble. Just follow her good advice, okay? Okay. All right. Thank you all very much for being here. At
Judge,
least,
one question.
yes,
Is there
sir.
going to be a deadline for him to get installed since he already missed his first 30 days to comply?
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that we're going to take care of it today. We're going to start complying today, right, Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I mean, your lawyer's very busy too, and it's really, hard for her to come in from her busy schedule. But we want to keep you out of trouble, right? We want this to be a good experience for you so that you don't ever come back to court on something like this again, whatever it is. I don't even have it in front of me. Okay?
All right.
So communication is the key. Communicate with your lawyer, communicate with pretrial. All right?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so at this time, Mr. Knight, do you want him to report to you today?
Yes, I actually,
Okay.
or the
It
courts.
is.
So now I guess at this point, I'm just trying to figure out if he's going to, if you're going to put it on Smart Start Mobile or Anti or any, because it is trying to figure out what.
Well, I
Like-
think Ms. Acevedo had requested an alcohol monitoring device. Was it Smart Start Mobile that you suggested, Ms. Acevedo?
Yes, is that the handheld, Judge?
That's going to be the hand.
Yeah, that's, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is ordered. Let's do it that way. Okay.
And Judge, for clarification, how long does he have to get in compliance with that?
Oh, well, I would like for him. I think normally they have like what, 2 weeks or something like that. What is a good
Initially
guideline
is
for
when
that?
they get out of jail, it's 30 days. But
30
since he's already
days.
passed his 30 days, did you want to do a 14-day? He must have the device within 14 days.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. But I want him to go and make sure his information is updated with pretrial so that there's no questions about how to communicate. Okay.
Judge, I apologize for all the questions, but with regard to his reporting, is that in person with Mr.
Well,
Knight?
I think normally they're doing it by Zoom, but I would like for it to be today in person.
Today in person. Okay.
Will that work for you, Mr. Knight? I don't know.
Well, yeah, for the pandemic, we're working from home, so I'm just going to call him on the phone.
Okay, well, see how easy that is. Okay, so you're going to expect a call from Mr. Nye, Mr. Sanchez, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
See-
Thank you.
All right, sir, and I'm glad it's working out because we want you to have your due process for sure. Okay. All right, thank you all very much, and then we're going to move on to something else, and you all are excused and free to log off. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
You too, Mr. Tatlow. Thank you.
And Judge, I sent Mr. Croft a message that he could log off. He might not have gotten it.
Okay, Mr. Croft, are you still here, sir? I don't see it. Oh yeah, there he is. Okay,
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Croft. Okay, your attorney has come in and made an announcement on your case already, so I have excused you, and you're
Okay.
welcome to log off. Just stay in touch with your attorney, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ms. Acevedo. You take care.
Thank you, Your Honor. You too.
All right, so we are ready, I think, to proceed on. Oh, let me see what Mr. Garcia has.
Judge, I've conferred with the state. I have an offer. So we can reset this so I can confer with my client and see if we can go forward with that deal.
Okay. So how about November 16? Will that work for you, Mr. Garcia?
That does, Judge.
Okay, let's do that then. Reset for November 16.
Thank you,
Well,
Judge.
thank you, Mr. Garcia. You have a great afternoon. Take care.
You too.
All right, so we are going to proceed now. Oh, did I not print it? I didn't. I like to print the waiver, so I'm going to do that right now. Did I sign it? Yeah, I did. All right, Kimberly Wiley, can you please unmute yourself, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Will you please raise your hand and be sworn?
Solemnly swear the testimony that you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. This is cause number 604292, the state of Texas versus Kimberly Wiley. Council, please make your announcements.
Christian Lowry with the state, and the state will be waiving count 1 and proceeding on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
John Gomez for the defendant, and there's no objection to that, Your Honor.
All right. And all right, so that is an agreement, and I approve. I am going to amend it to make it a way obstruction of a roadway. Does anyone have a problem with that?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right, so are you Kimberly Wiley?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been charged with the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor. The range of punishment for this, as you can see on the screen, is up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $2,000. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And we are looking at a document that you reviewed with your attorney, the waiver of constitutional rights. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to go to page 2 where it shows defendant's signature. And I'm going to ask you, did you sign that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by signing that document, you are giving up your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as those other rights listed in that document?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have an agreement with the state, and I follow it, but then later on you change your mind, you want to take back your plea, the only way you can do that is with my permission, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, then you can take back your plea and nothing you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. Also, if you plead no contest to this offense, I can still find you guilty. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mr. Gomez, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Ms. Wiley?
I have, Your Honor.
In your opinion, does she have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
She does.
And has she been able to assist you in her defense?
Yes, she has.
All right, I'm going to approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
There's, Your Honor, a $750 fine. Court costs, 13 months deferred adjudication, 48 hours of community service, a DWI education, victim impact panel, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, and a $50 Crime Stopper fee.
Mr. Gomez, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Just one thing, Your Honor.
Oh, I forgot one thing. We were going to probate 400 of the fine. Sorry about that.
Thank you, Chris.
450 probated. 400? Is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because I just increased it to 450. 400, okay. All right. So, Ms. Wiley, to the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, ma'am?
No contest.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am, that is correct.
I'm going to approve your waiver. Oh, and so I have already done that. I accept your plea. No, I think I'm tired. Okay, so to the offense of obstruction of a roadway as a Class B misdemeanor, your plea was no contest. I accept your plea. I'm not going to make any findings of guilt. I'm going to place you on deferred adjudication for a period of 13 months. Assess a $750 fine, however, 400 of that is probated, plus court costs. 48 hours community service, a DWI education course, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for 6 months, and a $50 Crime Stoppers fee. So, deferred adjudication can be a good result. If you keep all your promises, you will not have a conviction. Pretty important, right? But if for some reason you fail to comply with any of the terms or conditions of your probation, then I can, and the state files a motion and I follow it, I can give you that conviction, revoke your community supervision, assess up to 180 days in Bear County Jail, and you would have a very limited right of appeal. So the downside is not good. So the whole point of my saying that is I hope that you will succeed in this, that you will be able to have a good future and not have the liabilities of a conviction. So the other thing is there anything further from defense before I proceed?
Nothing well, Your Honor, just to inform the court, my client has done the victim impact panel. She has a certificate. I just wanted to notate that she will be giving that to probation as soon as she can.
All right, so you will get credit for that, Ms. Wiley, for having already completed that when you give proof to the probation department. There's one more thing that I did forget to give you. This is just an additional option. I don't need to know if you've been vaccinated for COVID, but if you have, I will give you 24 hours credit against your 48 hours if you show proof to the court. If
Okay.
you have not been vaccinated, but you choose to do so, just bring proof to the court and you will get 24 hours credit on that, okay?
Okay, and Your Honor, I was due to have my second shot this week to complete it. However, I just got out of the emergency room, so I need to wait until I get a release from my doctor tomorrow
Okay.
to get the second one. Who would I send a copy once I get the second shot done?
The probation department,
Okay,
okay? Well, congratulations. I
Thank
think
you.
it's just so important that we try to stay healthy as much as we can. So, all right. So there's one more thing. I have followed your agreement. That means you do not have a right to appeal. I do want to wish you the best of luck. You did fill out a personal data sheet. That is a very important document because that's the connection that probation has with you. We don't need any miscommunications or misunderstandings. So, do you swear that everything you put on there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
that is correct.
Okay. Also, communication has been a real victim of this pandemic. So if you call your supervising officer, you can't get through, say the mailbox is full, you can't leave a message, follow up with a text or with an email, okay?
Okay,
You got to watch out for
paper
yourself,
trail.
make sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, the best of luck to you, ma'am. I think that's all I need to state at this time. There was nothing further from the state, is that right?
That is correct, Your Honor. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. So I think I've already said I've followed your agreement, so you do not have a right to appeal. Best of luck to you. I'm going to ask you to go to a breakout room with Mr. Corey Richardson Mr. Gomez, if you will please go along with her to a breakout room.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Castillo is going to send you both to a room, and Mr. Richardson will join you all there shortly, okay? He's going to give Ms. Wiley important information on how to proceed and what to expect. Okay? Best of luck to you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your Honor.